Next, I'm going to ask Matt Fletcher and Jody Hanson to join me. Matt is the Deputy Director of Johnson County Developmental Supports, and we have a proclamation today recognizing Disability Employment Awareness Month. So, Matt, if there are others with you, I would invite them to come up and stand with us. So.
Okay. Would you like to come on up, folks? Sure.
And I'll let you introduce them a little later.
Great.
Jody, you're not... Okay. Today, individuals with disabilities are entering the American workforce in increasing numbers, finding personal fulfillment and proving they are highly capable and valuable employees. The reason for this welcome development, the reasons are not hard to find. There's enhanced enforcement of laws that prohibit discrimination against people with disabilities, actions by employers to provide more accessible workplaces and transportation, and improved education and training. Despite these advances, much remains to be done if men and women with disabilities are to be fully accepted in our society. Workplaces welcoming of the talents of all people, including people with disabilities, are a critical part of efforts to build an inclusive community and strong economy. So on behalf of the board, I'm pleased to proclaim October 2016 as Disability Employment Awareness Month. And Matt, I'll present this proclamation to you on behalf of all of those at the Johnson County Developmental Supports Agency who work diligently in this effort.
Thank you very much.
Comments you'd like to make?
Chairman Eilert and Commissioners, thank you for the proclamation in support of Disability Employment Awareness Month and in acknowledging the importance of providing assistance to individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities in living inclusive and productive lives in our community. Johnson County Developmental Supports has embraced the mission of helping individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities find meaningful community-based employment. And this dedication has led our highly skilled and talented employment staff to develop positive and lasting work relationships with local businesses since 1972. These relationships have resulted in valuable opportunities for people with disabilities in finding community-based work, in earning a wage, in contributing to their community, and in providing value to their employers. JCDS staff work hard to ensure the best possible fit between the employer and the employee, and then provide the training and the support that is necessary to ensure a successful outcome. We have a short video that we'd like to show you that demonstrates the value that our staff provide. It's a wonderful video. Trust me on this.
Today, we go on the job with Francie Haswell at a local distribution center. Francie makes boxes here, and she knows how to keep things moving.
Once I get going, I go like that. I just make them really fast.
Her bosses love her work ethic, and her coworkers can't get over how polite she is. When she started here, Francie's job coach helped her to transition to the new environment. But Francie adapted quickly, and her coach soon faded away.
After long, I said, okay, I don't need you guys no more. She's doing a great job, and she does that job every day.
Regularly showing up 15 minutes early and doing everything that's asked of her. Francie remembers what it was like not having work.
I was so bored. I was like, man, I got to be doing something here.
Now she's turning out boxes at breakneck speed. And having an income means she can do the things that mean the most to her, like taking her parents out for dinner.
Because they're very special people.
Having a job is a big deal for Francie and other JCDS clients like her. Making money is just part of it.
it's really being a part of the community, because I think for any of us, being employed is really that way that we connect with the community and that we get to know one another.
Francie Haswell is just one example of how JCDS clients enhance their own lives and the lives of those around them by working in the community. For Johnson County Government, I'm Eric Schultz.
It's my pleasure now to introduce to you Francie Haswell, Letitia Gutierrez, and Cordell McDonald. Would you all come forward, please? And Letitia, would you like to say a few words?
Sure. Francie, I've known Francie for several years, and she's had other opportunities, job opportunities. I've gotten to know her very well, and Francie is a pleasure to work with. My job as a job coach, employment training specialist, is to basically seek employment for our individuals and follow them along with maybe job interviews and speak to the employers and get them familiar with what we do and support them as well. Francie has been a great asset for the business, and Francie is just a go-getter, as you can see in the video. We also follow Francie along. Once we fade off, we're always going to support in some way or another. Francie always is smiling, friendly to everyone, and I enjoy working as an employment specialist because it's very rewarding for me, and I get a lot from them. They teach me a lot as well. So anyways, I'll present Francie to you, and Francie will give you a little bit of what she does and why she likes her job.
Hi, my name is Francie Haswell, and I work up at Dillard's. The reason I like my job is because it pays well, and I like the people there, and people are just incredible, great to me, and it pays very good money, and I really enjoy my job. And the reason why I wanted to work was because I was extremely bored just sitting around doing nothing. I preferred just to be working instead of sitting around doing nothing at home. So that's why I wanted to work at Dillard's, because it pays very good money, and I like the people there. They're very supportive people, and I really do enjoy working for Dillard's, and it's the job for me. And I've been known as a superhero. That's what they call me at work. I really do enjoy Dillard's job, and making boxes is the job for me. I really do like it a lot. I would never ever fail Dillard's, ever. Never ever quit Dillard's. You know, if someone paid me $1,000, I would not quit Dillard's. I really do love Dillard's.
I'd also like to introduce to you the Assistant Distribution Center Manager, Cordell McDonald. Cordell, would you like to say a few words?
I don't know. How do you follow that speech right there? I mean, that's what I'm talking about. The DC manager and myself took over this facility a little over a year ago. And him and I sit down, and we're talking about different things as far as employment goes and who could help us out and how we could help the community out. John Paul, who you saw, the rather marshmallow guy in the white shirt, that's John Paul, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember him.
He had actually worked with a Project Search down in Arkansas, where he came from. Where I came from a lumberyard here in Kansas City. I actually worked with their program there as well. So it was a no-brainer for us. We made a phone call, got Francie here and a couple other, 2 or 3 other people now. And let me tell you what kind of employee Francie is to us. She's a gold mine. She's one of the best employees I've ever had, and I've been working with employees for 25 years. She doesn't take the job for granted. It's not something that she thinks is her right to have. It's something that she has earned. She has a smile on her face every morning when she comes in. And regardless of how maybe I had a bad drive in, maybe I had a bad night, I had to watch KU instead of MU on TV. We're still working on that T-shirt, by the way. But whenever I get here, Francie has a smile on her face regardless. And when you see her in the morning, you can't be mad anymore. You gotta just look at her and say, hey, I'm glad to be here because Francie's here. When she says she makes a lot of money, how Dillard's works is we give our employees a base pay and then they get a performance incentive. The goal for all of our employees is to be at 100% or higher. At that percentage, they get a very large increase in their salary. Gracie has been over 100% for the last 3 months. Francie, sorry. Francie's been over for 100. I have employees in my building who can't make 100%, and she's doing it very well for us. She has fit a niche that we needed help with, and I wouldn't give her up. She's going to have to pay me $5,000. So, you hear that?
Yeah.
All right.
I heard that loud and clear.
All right. But I love her. I love Project Search and what they brought to us, and I hope that we will continue, and I hope that you guys out here that have your own businesses or run or hiring anything, please consider Project Search. They really will help your business and the community. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, let me say a special thank you to Dillard's. It does take businesses and individuals in the community who are committed to helping others, and without their willingness to take an extra step, these projects would not be available. So to Dillard's and all those others who are providing employment, thank you very much. You are needed to make this program successful. So, thank you. Thank you very much. Yes. Can we get a photo here? Sure. Let's turn that way.